A Russian Jewish comedian, Mikhail Zhvanetsky, said that a pessimist is a well-informed optimist. In today's society, most of people can be probably divided into two types. The idealistic ones, who see all the evil in the world and want to eradicate it. They join organizations and movements. They want to introduce new laws and sometimes even change social systems. When they are told that these methods will not work, they answer, well, something needs to be done. There are so many things that are wrong in this world. We cannot just sit idly by. We refuse to believe that the world will remain the way it is. And then there are people who, I guess, can be called more experienced. In their eyes, all these movements are Don Quixote's battle with windmills. The world will always be as it is now. You just need to come to terms with it, they say. These people don't have any hopes for any fundamental changes or to eradicate the problems of our society. They just are trying to make it through the minefield of their fate and teach their children how not to get blown up on a hidden bomb. And what about all the evils of the world? Evil was, is, and will be. So which one of these approaches is right? Should we come to terms with evil or should we fight it? Should we try to eradicate injustice? Do we need to fight for what's right? Can we hope, at least someday, to see justice from the world around us? Can we aspire to see peace among nations? What should we tell our children? What can they hope for? Is the world doomed? Do they have a future? If you cannot solve all the problems of the universe, then why trying to change anything at all? It is like trying to scoop out an ocean with a teaspoon. Judaism does not believe in either one of these two approaches. As the Torah tells us, evil was introduced into the world from the first day of our history. We Jews, like no one else, have witnessed injustice and evil throughout our history, and modern day, unfortunately, is no exception. The Torah recognizes all the problems of our world, and at the same time, the Torah says that this is not how the world was meant to be. All those naive and idealistic activists are right. The world does not have to be this way. What we see today is the unfinished version of the world. The Torah tells us about the time of Mashiach when all these evils will disappear. If we see something wrong around us, we certainly must try to fix it. But when doing so, we have to understand that we are only fixing the symptom, not the root of the problem. If we try to eliminate all the evils by fighting every manifestation of them, then we are really fighting windmills. Evil was brought into this world as a result of spiritual distortions and can only be eradicated through spiritual work. This is why the Torah tells us to fulfill mitzvot, the commandments that are actions that have an effect on higher spiritual realms. And while we have not yet completed this spiritual work, we need to, on one hand, recognize that there are a lot of negative things in this world, but on the other hand, we cannot be complacent with the evils. And we cannot assume that this is how the world is meant to be. We have to know that it will not remain like that forever. Yes, we do have a bright future.